your vibe attracts your tribe. And then if you could work with people that you gel with on a regular basis, work becomes so much nicer.
Mm-hmm.
And your expectations are very well known between both of you, the client and yourself. And things just work out really nice, which alleviates a lot of stress and a lot of drama. And, there's a lot of people that I can go chasing after certain people's listings and stuff like that and list different types of people's houses, but I don't want to work for them because I don't like them. You know what I mean? And that's okay. There's a butt for every seat.
There is.
So I'm not going to go sit in somebody else's seat. I'm happy in mine.
Yeah. And one thing I want to say, and just going back to social media, because I was actually taught something by one of my newer agents the other day. We were making a video. She was going and going. I said, just act like, be yourself. We're going to keep doing it until your personality starts coming out.
Mm-hmm.
And then it really started to come out, and she started to be herself, and you could see how, her person talking to the camera. And I gave the analogy, you're not talking to a million people.
Mm-hmm.
You're talking to one person times a million. They're standing at their phones alone. So it's just you one-on-one. It just happens to be leverage.
Mm-hmm.
So what she said she did, and when she became the most natural, she just looked at the camera and she talked to her best friend. And that brought herself out.
Mm-hmm.
And she had the most charming video. That it was her first video, and she already got people reaching out to her and connecting with her because she was her.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that is a great thought process, is talk to the camera like you're talking to your best friend.
Yeah. In growing up in real estate, and, my mom had a Prudential Douglas Elliman office, and when I was in high school, I was a weekend secretary. And I don't know how they didn't know that I was the broker's daughter because I look exactly like my mom. I don't know how, whatever. Part of the reason that I didn't want to get into real estate is because there was this stereotypical realtor persona, and it's ugly. And I think that just like a used car salesman has that persona, right? I feel like it's my job to break that stereotype and just be myself, and you are unashamed to be you. And I love that about you, and I think the people who are most successful in this business right now, at least on Long Island, are very much themselves. They're not that stereotype. They're not that nasty, it's the weekend, why are you calling me? And the ones that are still like that, I haven't seen very much of them since Corona.
Yeah.
Not a lot.
Yeah.
But I just think, there's no mold for success in this industry, which is pretty cool. You could look at a panel of the most successful people, and they're all wildly different.
Yeah.
And they all approach their business wildly differently, too.
Yeah. My
That is so
assumption,
cool.
yeah, it's amazing how many different ways you can succeed.
Yeah.
But my assumption is that one thing that they all have in common is they're okay failing a bunch of times too.
That's probably a really perfect assumption, yeah.
And I think that is the key that everyone needs, and something I just try to hammer into people is that's if you're not failing, there's no way to succeed.
Yeah. Fall down 9 times, get up 10.
Yeah.
And that's life. It really is. In everything. And you just resilience and grit, like you said before.
Rocky.
Yo, Adrian. Just getting back up and getting back into the groove and, brushing yourself off and keep doing it, because time on task really makes a big difference. And you can have some of the most talented people in the world, but if they lack the discipline to be effective, it doesn't mean anything.